Hey everybody, so here's another out-of-box review. This time we're going real space, and it's Revell's Buzz Aldrin Rocket Hero First Lunar Landing. I expect this is probably just a repop of one of the older kits from Revell, or whoever would have owned it before, maybe Monogram. This is 1/48 scale. Lots of writing on the box, not too much to say there. There's 78 pieces in here. Some okay artwork. Made in China. One of the things I had heard about this was that the other guys in Apollo 11 didn't want to sign their names away, but Buzz Aldrin apparently will put his name on anything. But this is something I wanted to get for a while. I think I had one as a kid, and I had recently watched HBO's, what is it, Here to the Moon or something like that, the series, and that just kind of reminded me of everything. And having the 40th anniversary, I definitely wanted to get this. Lots of writing on the bike there, statement from Buzz. Probably the most disappointing thing about this is there's 3 kits in this series. This one's 1/48th, the command module is 1/35th, and then of course the Saturn itself at either of those sizes would be ridiculous, and I think that's about 1/44. But to have this in the command module both at 1/35 would have been really nice. So I don't really know how big this is going to be, but we'll find out in a second. And of course it's skill level 2. So let's pop this open and find out what's going on. So it's a pretty full box. It's not completely full, but that's okay. Let's get rid of this cardboard. I've been seeing this more recently, I guess, just to keep everything down and the box sort of stable. So we got 1 tree, 2 or 3 trees, and then the base here, and a commemorative pin that they left on the moon itself. I had thought this was for Grissom because he had died but didn't go to space, or at least not the way these guys did. I think he was supposed to be on there. I'd have to watch the HBO series again, but they left this and a couple other things in commemoration of all the guys that died in the space program. So this base is, well, not so great. I don't know if I'll use it. I think I'll probably just make my own. I don't know what else I could do with this really other than throw it away. Copyright 1970. So yes, it is a remake, which was kind of expected. So yeah, looking at it more, I think I'll just make my own. The footsteps look far too close together for any moonwalking. Take a look at the instructions real quick here. Looks like a good sized booklet. And get the stickers, and that's kind of cool for the windows there. I will be doing gold leaf on the body, which is something I really want to do. This is probably supposed to go on the flag stand, I guess, plus the regular flags on the ship itself. So we got some color calls there. Yeah, it says there is foil in here. Maybe it's on... There we go. Looks like it's self-sticking as well. Yes, indeed it is. So let's put that back. I don't imagine the instructions or the build itself is going to be too difficult. But a full 8 pages, 4 double-sided sheets. Probably 8.5 by 11, maybe a little bigger, but probably 8.5 by 11, yeah. So one thing I definitely can't speak to is the accuracy on this kit, and I don't expect it to be all that accurate. The Saturn V kit is supposed to be terribly inaccurate. So the figure is a good little size. Let's pop some of these open and take a look at the actual parts here. Definitely some delicate ones right there. So all told we get 3 trees and 1 loose astronaut. So I'm thinking I'll probably have this guy at the base of the ladder, representing Armstrong stepping off for the first time. So that's definitely going to be delicate. Yeah, lots of delicate stuff I'm going to have to be really careful about. But a good amount of pieces, 78 I think is what the box said. This certainly doesn't look like it's going to be too complex, which means that the real work is all going to be in the finish and the paint job. What I'm thinking is I'm going to mount this on a wall somewhere, because I'm definitely running out of desk space at this point for all these models. So what I'll probably do is get like a pine round, coat that with, I don't know, baking powder or something really fine, and turn that into the lunar surface. So there's definitely not really much to say about all these parts. The accuracy, figure it's going to be average for any model that was built in 1970. So I'm not expecting it to be exact, but I'll probably build this out of the box. Maybe I'll get some reference and do some superficial tweaks to it. For $30, you're definitely paying for Buzz's name on this one. This is probably more of a $20 kit. They certainly could have put it in a smaller box and gotten away with a cheaper price. Details are definitely soft on the backpacks here. Let me switch to macro. So like I say, on the backpacks there, the details are definitely soft. And that little bit there, there's little round dots everywhere. There's not really a lot of details on the CM face here. There's some rivet holes in there. I doubt a rivet counter would be very happy about them. They're kind of all over the place. And they are sticking out of the plastic rather than being indents. So that definitely shows they wanted to put some amount of care into this. Little RCS packages here are not hollow, so I don't know if I'll actually drill those open. That would be a hell of a lot of fine work that I don't know that I'm interested in investing in this. No details whatsoever here on the main body, or on really anything else for that matter. Yeah, overall I'd say there's a lot more detail on the actual piece numbers than there are on the actual pieces. But that's definitely some fine sculpting on whoever did this part. This could probably be replaced all in here with brass tubes, might be the better idea on that one. Do I see the landing legs anywhere? No? Well, these are probably them there, I bet. So yeah, for $30, definitely not the best buy. $20 would be far more reasonable in this case. But, and of course, 1/35th scale would really make this really great, just to go with the command module, but also 135 is far more common for a lot more models. But for 1970, definitely wouldn't expect too much, and considering that, I do not expect this to be very accurate at all, considering it's less than a year after the moon landing occurred. So that's pretty much it for this one. I will be getting the command module at some point, and I would like to get a Saturn V at some point as well. But again, the accuracy on those is probably negligible to moderate at best. So that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped you out with if you decide to purchase this. And I'll catch you all later. See ya.